So today I want to talk a little bit about food storage. I know it's not cool, it's not fun, it's not sexy, but it's important. I just did another video talking about prepping, and I'll kind of reiterate what I said there, which is we as a species, as a human race, we have this inherent desire, this need built into us, this instinct to prepare for the worst. All species do. Species that do not prepare for the worst go extinct. Okay? Society has tried to drive that out of us over the course of the last 100 years or so, but hold on to it because it is still there. Take that need you have for a spare tire, for a fire extinguisher, for insurance on your house, and grow it a little bit to cover things like food and water. I mean, right now, if something bad were to happen, and bad things happen all the time, I mean, just look around. Any given day in this country, somebody's getting put out of their homes for some reason or another, or put out in a way that can harm them and their family, whether it's natural disasters like earthquakes and tornadoes and hurricanes and mudslides and blizzards and fires and whatever else, or it's an economic problem, somebody loses their job, or look at Flint, Michigan, they can't drink the water there anymore. These things happen every day, and are you confident that if something like this happened where you're at, that you could take care of you and your family when it comes to food? If you are, great. If you're not, you need to do whatever you have to get to that point. There's a lot of ways that you can do food storage, and I've done them all, okay? You can do the buckets and Mylar bags and bulk storage. I got plenty of that, works great, but it's very time consuming and there's a lot of work that goes into that. And it's not exactly convenient if you just have to crack into something for a few days to weather out a storm or something, right? Another way to go through it is to just buy extra food, extra boxes of macaroni and cheese, extra canned goods and that kind of stuff. Now, it's not a long-term food storage solution, right? That food only lasts so long, so you have to constantly rotate through it, but it can be very convenient. If something happens, you got extra food in your house. But what happens if you have to leave your house? You're going to grab a bunch of canned goods, grab a bunch of, boxes of macaroni and cheese. Not quite as convenient then. Another option is pre-packed food storage. I got some here. This is what, Patriot Pantry. We got Eat Foods Direct. There's Wise Foods out there. I got Valley Food Storage. I'll buy from anybody that has a good deal, that has good specials on pre-packed foods. Now, in the last year and a half, I've become very partial to pre-packed foods just because it's very convenient, it's very affordable, and very simple for taking care of a family. Right? In a short-term disaster where maybe it's 3 to 7 days that you're going to need to have a good food supply, this stuff is perfect because it's cheap, right? And people look at it and go, oh, food storage isn't cheap. It actually really is. The average American spends about $10 to $15 a day feeding themselves, okay? When you go the food storage route, you can get a day's worth of food anywhere from 2,000 to 2,400 calories, depending on where you buy your stuff and which package you're going with this day. We got Liberty potato cheese cheddar soup and Traveler stew. But you can get 2,000 to 2,400 calories a day for one person for about $5. Now that's less than you spend feeding yourself now. And you can be prepared in an emergency situation. Shop around, look for deals, but in the prepackaged market, you can get really, really good deals and afford to feed yourself for $5 a day. And that goes for everybody in your family. You have a family of 4, maybe it's you, your wife, a couple of kids, right? That'd be $20 to feed your whole family for one day. Can you afford $20 to store up a day's worth of food? Sure you can. If you could do $20 every month, just once a month, in 3 months, you would have a 72-hour kit for food for you, your wife, and 2 kids. Save up and do that for another 4 months on top of that, and now you've got a week's worth of food for you, your wife, and your 2 kids. And did you miss that extra $20 a month? No, you didn't. Not at all. It was $20 over the course of 30 days. You didn't miss that $20. And you got yourself set up for a week's worth of food for you and your family. It's that simple. So do what you have to do. Get prepared because this is important, because things do happen every single day across this country and across the entire planet that put people out of their homes or put people in situations where they might need that extra food, that extra water, whatever it is. So jump on board if you haven't already. Being prepared is human nature. Get it done.